The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. Here at Pascack Hills, we're ready for the final boys soccer broadcast of this 2025 season, and it's an important league game for Hills as they take on the Westwood Cardinals. Here in Montvale, I'm Matt Merlino along with Yavuz Ozbek. Yavuz, these are two teams right now sitting at the bottom of their division. What do you expect to see today?
Well, since they're at the bottom, I expect to see a lot of competitiveness, intensity, energy, because both teams need this win tonight.
A Hills win would draw even with Westwood for the fifth position at the bottom of the Big North Patriot standings. Cardinals headed by Scott Murphy in his 12th season, and we're trying to see whether his Cardinals can go over 500. They're 8-8 so far this season. Hills, meanwhile, 2-12-1, trying to regain a win streak after a tough 3-2 loss on Monday at Waldwick. Yavuz, what do you expect as Hills now coming down the stretch trying to make the state tournament?
I expect Hills to maybe show up with some more intensity, because considering that it's one of their final games and against a pretty good Westwood team, hopefully they get this one tonight.
Yeah, a win for Hills would be huge to get them in the state playoffs because Westwood, despite their 2-6 league record, is actually ninth of the 21 teams in the PowerPoint standings right now, so they're pretty much a lock for the playoffs. Hills is a couple spots out, need to be top 16. They're 19th right now. I'm going to head over and do the PA intros. Yavuz and Matt, Aiden Berkowitz on the computer. We're back in just a moment. back here in Montvale. Westwood and Hills played earlier as part of the league season, and the Cardinals took that one at their place, a 5-1 final there. Yavuz, before we get started, some final pregame thoughts.
Just hope that Hills can pull off this upset, and yeah, I'm looking forward to an awesome game.
Big man to watch for the Cardinals, Nico Dowell, the junior, and he's got 6 goals and 5 assists on his season, tied with Tristan Ferreira, the senior, for the point-scoring lead. Ferreira's got 5 goals and 7 assists, so we'll see which one of those guys is able to turn it up today, and if Hills has an answer for him. Kickoff will go to the Broncos, and we get underway on this Thursday night. Our final look at Pascack Hills boys soccer this season, and Westwood with an early takeaway trying to get an attack going. That one was blocked out, but Westwood will have a dangerous throw here, Yavuz, and I know you know soccer very well, so in these kinds of scenarios, it's kind of like a corner kick when you get these throws, so what are you looking for here?
A dangerous throw-in coming into the box. Good defense from Hills, trying to clear it out.
Yes, a good job defending there. They're able to get the clearance. That's the sophomore Colby Shell. Shell with a good ball down to Nassau, who loses it, and it's cleared out by number 4 for Westwood, Anthony Legeri, who is a freshman but has started all year on this 8-8 Westwood Cardinal team. There's Calderon, and that one was deflected out by Ferreira, the senior. Let's see the throw from Calderon. Trying to get it to Shell. It's a little too far for the sophomore. Nassau tries to send it in, but it's a bit too wide, and that'll lead to our first goal kick of the game. And it will be Jimmy O'Brien in net for the Cardinals this season, the sophomore. He's split time with Teo Martinoski, the senior, and Luke Merkovich, fellow sophomore. So a 3-headed giant in goal for the Cardinals so far this year. Yavuz, how good is it to have depth at perhaps the most important position in goaltender?
It's really good, and it gives some other guys time to maybe get back in the rotation some more. So, and plus if O'Brien gets hurt, then you have 2 other great goalkeepers that can sub in. So that's huge.
And Martinoski has multiple college coaches interested. We wish him well on hopefully his collegiate career. He's a senior this year, and last year I believe he broke the single-season save record. So a great goaltender there, but he's getting some rest tonight in favor of the sophomore O'Brien, who will be one of the folks who takes over for Martinoski in goal over the next couple of years. Hills with a bit of a careless giveaway there. Yanni Navarro trying to take it downfield for the Cardinals. There is Ferreira, and getting in there last second, Petru Angel. Very good sophomore defender, junior defender, for Pascack Hills.
Hills now trying to push.
They may have a good shot here at getting an attack going. That'll be Nassau. Trying to go back down the far side to Friend. Good pass to Shell. Knocked away from Vandenberg. And Westwood unable to keep it in there, but this will be a Hills throw, and it looks like Calderon, who started the season as a striker, but it seems tonight has tuned back a little more into a midfield role. Great pass. That one hit the crossbar. Still a chance to be dangerous, but O'Brien makes a save. It was Shell's shot who hit the crossbar. Alex Friend had a great opportunity to rebound, but just couldn't get a shot off. There is O'Brien rolling and then kicking all the way downfield.
Navarro, good header.
Yes, a very good header there, but a good defensive stand from Angel. Trying to get it back down to the neutral third. And that is Matt Velez, senior at midfield. Some tough passes with all 3 Broncos, Velez and Friend in there. Now another Westwood attack, and it's cleared out again by Angel. Still dangerous, though. Sam Coe on the far side of the field. This one rolls out, and we'll see what the officials rule. Looks like a goal kick. This is nice. Already 5 minutes, and we've had some excitement.
Those 5 minutes went by really fast.
Here is the Hills goal kick. Petru Angel, multifaceted player. Junior, he started his freshman year, if I'm not mistaken. A very good defender, and a Hills throw upcoming from right about the Westwood bench. Cardinals in white tonight. No hint of their usual red on their jerseys. Hills with the orange polka dots, as some of the players like to call them, but mostly a gray background on their jerseys. Angel's pass intercepted by Coe. Angel again. Great defensive plays from Petru Angel in the first couple of minutes tonight. And two really good opportunities. It's good to see both of these teams looking evenly matched through the first now 6 minutes of this game. Luke Bonacore on, the senior. We've seen more of him throughout the year on the defensive end. Good tackle there, but Angel in good position, and a great ball down to Colby Shell. But let's see if the sophomore can use his speed. Westwood gets there first. And now, here's
offside.
Navarro. You're right, no offside, but Navarro shot a little wide. I may have tried to go for a cross there, but nevertheless, it will end with a Hills goal kick on a good opportunity for the Westwood Cardinals to go up early. And I think through these first couple of minutes, I'm already starting to see a low-scoring but entertaining affair.
Navarro's been a threat so far in these first 7 minutes.
Good to see that for the sophomore. Coach Murphy telling me he'll be a big piece for this Westwood team in its future as they try to improve. Last season, only one win in division competition, just like Hills this year. But the past couple of years have not been very kind to Westwood. Just one win in the league last year, finished last, and then second from last in 2023 with a 3-6-1 record in Patriot Division play, which over the past couple of years has just been dominated by Ramsey on the boys and girls sides. Hill's trying to make this dangerous. It's just a mosh pit of bodies. No shot able to come from that, and Westwood able to get a clearance and perhaps a counterattack.
Westwood have numbers.
Well, that was a good idea, but Vasil Adams makes his presence known for the first time tonight, the senior goalie who has been sort of a rock for this team. Over 13 games, over 100 saves according to our NJ.com stats, and averaging 8.1 saves per game. So a great senior goalkeeper, one of many in this Bronco team's history over the years. This will be another Westwood chance. Can they get a cross off? Good defense. There's the cross. Kicked up. Header wide of the net, to the dismay of the Westwood fans in front of us. And we'll see the Hills goal kick here once again. Angel. And just about 10 minutes have gone by. No score, but excitement in many different ways. A little lower from Angel. He'll perhaps get a second chance there and goes out to Calderon this time. Calderon with a 1-on-2, trying to work it down towards Shell. Down goes one man. That's Seamus Foley for the Cardinals, but Westwood is able to take it away. Good interception there. Ends up with Angel. Tried to work it up to Friend, but another takeaway. Greg Sealer for the Cardinals. Out, and another dangerous Westwood throw, about the same place they had earlier, about 10 minutes ago, for the first real opportunity of the half. Here's Tristan Ferreira, the senior. Ferreira trying to take an early Westwood lead, header too high, and another Hills goal kick coming up. So Uvu's first 10 minutes, both teams have had some good opportunities. Westwood a couple more than Hills, but both defenses have stood strong.
Especially Hills. Westwood has had more opportunities, but Hills just keeps standing their ground. I sense a goal coming soon, Matt.
Westwood has been keeping pressure on. Let's see if Hills can return that favor. Last season, these two teams play twice, once at each home, once at Westwood and once at Hills each year as part of being league opponents. Last year, Hills took both, a 3-2 win in October and a 1-0 win in late September. But this year, the late September affair at Westwood went the way of the Cardinals. It was a 5-1 thrashing. And Westwood really has improved. Made it to the Bergen Invitational Gold, the first invitational of the 2 here in Bergen County, 3 if you want to count the real county tournament. Lost in the round of 16. They were able to win a preliminary round game there as they deal with this chance quite well. Ooh, Maynasono got bodied, and that will lead to a Hills free kick from the 40-yard line of the football field whereabouts. Best year in a while for this Cardinals team. Haven't had a winning season since 2022. Trying to keep it that way. 8-8 with 3 games to go after this one. Another good defensive stop for the Cardinals. Now Liam Teesey trying to work his way up. He's a varsity lacrosse player for Westwood in the spring, but in the fall his talents very much appreciated on the soccer pitch. Another good defensive stand from Hills, but it looks like that will lead to the first corner kick of this game. And running over to take it, Nico Dole, who along with Tristan Ferreira has really led this team on offense. Last year he was the Offensive Player of the Year. Cross goes over everybody's head. Westwood is able to keep it in, but the return pass to the middle of the box curves out of bounds on the goal line and leads to yet another Hills goal kick here with 28 minutes to go in what is so far an exciting first half. Goal kick goes out to Charlie Calderon. Back to Angel on the defensive line, and he works it to midfield with Shell, who just can't get there. Westwood with it once again at midfield. Sealer tried to work it down. Now there is Velez trying to take it back from Sam Coe. And Max Klinchik does so for Hills. Velez trying to work it out wide. And a good chance for the Broncos here if they work it well. That looks like Tom Pataris.
Good defense by the Cardinals, forcing a Hills throw-in.
Let's see what they do. They're going to take the throw very quickly. Cross goes in towards Shell. Can he turn and shoot? Can get a shot off. There's Calderon trying to get one of himself. Down goes a Westwood player in the box. No whistle on that. Does go out of bounds. It was Alex Avila trying to draw the foul. 3-year varsity player, but it looks like just a normal Westwood goal kick. No free kicks coming there after the contact.
Early sub now for the Cardinals. Navarro and Liam Teesey coming out.
No changes for Hills yet in this match. We'll see if that changes soon after about 15 minutes have been played. Calderon trying to work it on the defensive front. And here is Velez trying to go to Shell, who's turning himself around. Another clearance for the Cardinals, forcing yet another Hills throw. This one will go back to Maynasono. We better work it quickly because Dole came back right there, and Dole's still able to keep it in. good takeaway there. Klinchik, can he keep it in bounds? Officials say he does on the
Hill's
far
trying to go
side of the
forward.
field.
Slide tackle.
And a good clean tackle there from Dowell. Here's Westwood again trying to take a 1-0 lead. Long shot and a good save from Vasil Adams. Now we'll see what Adams does with it here. About 15 minutes into this game, he'll punt. Try to get it to midfield. Westwood was in good position to receive it. It's Klinchik again. Minasono trying to deal with the trouble. Calderon outside. Another takeaway from the Westwood Cardinals. Great passing so far from Westwood.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, couldn't keep it in on the corner flag there. Quick
throw
throw for Hills. Vandenberg in there, great junior. Westwood, huge takeaway. Good chance if they can get a shot. Hills defense right on it, however. And they're able to get it out of the danger zone, but Westwood still with possession.
Good tackle.
That was Ferreira with it. Look at this, Vandenberg on the sideline. There's Shell.
Good through ball to Vandenberg.
Yes, a very good ball. That's Vandenberg.
Trying to cross it in.
Intercepted. Yep, Avila. It's out. Westwood able to win the throw. Tristan Ferreira here. And we'll get some Hills changes. Klinchik and I believe Friend are off. Maybe just Friend. Klinchik was switching around his positioning. Tom Pataris, who's usually a defender, played up on senior night, and it looks like Coach Schultman has kept him here for at least today's game.
Good physicality by Engel.
Angel with a nice play there to force the goal kick, and as usual, Petru Angel will take it. And another great goal kick from Angel, but Westwood able to take it away for a moment. Vandenberg gets it back. Velez now down towards Vandenberg. Pataris trying to get there, but in time, Seamus Foley. It's Velez near midfield, trying to deal with the slide tackle. A little contact there. Con Nguyen. And it'll go out, and it looks like they'll rule for a Hills throw. See what they make of it. Header there. Vandenberg trying his best to get the defense there. That's Angel again. Westwood couldn't control it. Hills throw coming.
Westwood keeping up the pressure now in these last 5 minutes.
Down to about the halfway point of the first half. 22 minutes remaining until the break. A 0-0 score between these two Patriot Division teams. And a good clearance there. Nobody upfield for Hills to try and work the counterattack. Velez nearly called for a handball there. Westwood working it into their attacking third, but the Hills defense does another good job, another good clearance for the Broncos. But Westwood has just been able to maintain possession. They haven't been able to get many good shots, though. It's a great ball outside. And another good takeaway. Calderon. And another interception by the Cardinals. It seems like that's the deal. Hills with a good defensive stop, but then just can't do anything with it on the other side. Here's Calderon trying to change that. Calderon muscled out of the way.
Defense.
Overcomes Angel. That goes out. Official ruling is a Hills throw. The throw intercepted by Avila of Westwood. Cardinals, good pass down. Can they get the shot? Great defense again from Angel. Another good clearance as we'll get some subs. Looks like Colby Shell coming off early. Logan Nassau back on the field. Taken out for Pataris. And 20 minutes gone by, 20 minutes to go in this first half. Dangerous Westwood throw here, trying to break the ice and score first. Header there. Adams catches it and makes a save once again. Here's Velez. Had a good idea trying to go down to Nassau there, but couldn't get it. Or Vandenberg, excuse me. We'll see this Hills throw with Calderon. Cleared back to midfield, Ferreira. And Angel with another takeaway and another clearance down towards Tyler Vandenberg. Sprinting.
Avila showing pressure. He gets it back.
Minasono tried to sprint after it. Pass inside, deflected out. Some contact, long shot. Ooh, that'll hurt tomorrow morning, but right now it's still dangerous for Westwood. Cross in. And Adams dives, and that'll end up as a corner.
Adams has definitely been the more active goalie in this game.
And a huge corner for Westwood coming up here. Nico Dowell to take it once again. 6 goals, 5 assists for the junior. Dowell again almost over everybody and again cleared out by Hills. Again still dangerous.
Hills now trying to make something happen.
A huge takeaway from Vandenberg. He goes to Nassau. Nassau with it, trying to go out wide. Hills kept it in there. Good pass to Pataris. Cross inside towards Nassau. But no shot again for Hills. See if they can get one here. And again, Westwood with great defense. They haven't seen it much tonight, but when they've needed it, they've shown out. Calderon trying to send one in, and out comes Jimmy O'Brien to make the save. Cardinals trying to work it here. Dowell. We've got a whistle. Some contact there that the officials do not take kindly to, so now potential for a dangerous Westwood free kick. Alex Avila, 3-year varsity player, now in his senior season. Low, blocked Velez. Nassau gets to it, dumps it right off. Trying to go through the legs to Vandenberg, and it ends up as a Hills throw. Here comes the Hills throw. And Angel tried to fake him out. He turned backwards, but instead goes to Vandenberg, who jumps but does not win the battle with Dowell. And Dowell is unable to keep it in after some pressure from Friend. Here goes Angel again. It's Nassau going back to Velez. Minasono with some nice moves in the middle of the field. He'll get it back a bit towards midfield. Oh, good interception.
Westwood looking to attack.
Good defense. It started with the deflection on the pass from Simon Maver, who has it back here and now goes back to Avila. And Maver could not get to it in time. They'll say it went off a Hills player, so a throw for the Cardinals. Out comes Liam Teesey. And Teesey will again try to use his arm power to get this one into dangerous position. Everybody's back, lined up like it's a corner. Good throw over everyone, but Hills got to it first and was able to get the clearance.
Hill's now trying to generate some offense.
It was a good opportunity. Westwood defended it well. Second opportunity for the Broncos, however. Pataras trying to go on the far side, sprinting after it. That's Klinchik. And Westwood could not keep it in there, so I believe we're going to see a Hills throw. Yes, we are. That'll be Matt Velez. And it'll go out again. Velez tried to find Vandenberg on the throw. It got headed back. And another takeaway from Nassau. Here's Westwood pushing. Maver off the pass from Teesey. Maver facing pressure at midfield. Gets it back.
Navarro, a heavy touch. Can't get it away.
Great ball down to Maver. Good defense from Hills trying to prevent the cross. There it goes.
Right in front
It's
of
a
goal.
great one. Adams with a huge
save.
save. Still dangerous. There's the second shot, and Adams makes another save. How about two in a row for the senior goalie, Vasil Adams?
Phenomenal sequence for the Cardinals, but Vasil Adams, a tremendous job.
There's the punt from Adams. And Westwood again with the takeaway. That seems to be the deal, except for a couple of Hills chances, and they've been few and far between in the first couple of minutes here. It's been Westwood chance, Hills defense, clearance, and then Westwood chance again. We'll wait on the substitutions before we get a throw. 13 minutes to go in the first half, and I'll tell you, this is probably the most fun I've had at a Hills soccer game since the boys soccer game against Valley in the very early season. I think that was the second week of December. But this game has been very competitive and well played, especially on the defensive side. Still no score, but Westwood's trying to change that as they have. Good play there, just sticking the foot out. That looked like Angel, or Shane Levy, excuse me, making the play. I believe they called Westwood offside there, Maver. So here comes Angel with the free kick. It's about 20 yards out from the Hills goal. And a jumping kick there from Dowell to send it right back to Ferreira. Ferreira maybe looking for it himself. Great pass and a score! Liam Teesey puts one home. And the Cardinals, after so many opportunities, finally get one to go. It's 1-0 Westwood with 12:06 to go in our first half.
Great sequence for the Cardinals, able to finally hit it in the back of the net with just 12 minutes left in the first half.
28 minutes played, about 10 Westwood chances, and they got it on one. So Teesey makes his first goal of the game and second of his senior season. Hoping to take some of that momentum into the spring lacrosse season over at Westwood. Hills still with good time to respond before the half's over.
Looking to push.
Try to get it down. Yeah, tried to get it down to Shell there. One right on the edge of the 18, given back to Jimmy O'Brien. And O'Brien now will punt this away. Looks like Adams will come out and get this one, just avoiding the Westwood pressure. And a high punt this time from Adams, getting it out towards the Orange Hills bench on the top of your screen. That's Vandenberg. And out again, we'll see who last touched it. They'll call it for a Hills throw, I believe. Maybe a free kick after some contact in the middle of the field. Coming down to the final 10 minutes of the first half. A 1-0 Westwood lead after a Liam TC goal just 2 minutes ago. Alex Friend, good moves there. Jude Thomas trying to take it, but Westwood with yet another takeaway and a good run there. Levy trying to get back in time. Cross blocked by Levy and out of bounds there. Great defensive effort from Shane Levy, the senior. And we've got another offside called here. Maybe. No, I think he's got the hand up for perhaps a corner or a throw. I'm not sure what the hell's going on, but it looks like we're going to get a throw. Here's TC again. We've seen his arm strength a couple of times tonight, trying to give Westwood a 2-goal lead. Again, bouncing through everybody. Hill's defense has done well. Whew.
Almost a wonder goal by the Cardinals, but falls just a bit over the bar.
Yeah, that one came from about 30 yards out. Nearly would have been good for 3 if we were playing the other football. Adams will move this around to get Onahel set. 9 minutes to go in the first half. A 1-0 Westwood lead. Hills trying to respond, but so far the offense has been all Westwood. This will be a Hills throw. Levy jogging over to take it. And a jog for him is a run for pretty much anybody else. Very fast guy. In the winter and spring, he's a track runner. Believe he's a hurdler along with the sprinting. Don't quote me on that. Here is Westwood. Again, Con Noyen trying to work it down. There is Maver. Good passing again, trying to find TC in the middle. Another Hills clearance. That'll be Noyen. Turning, trying to shoot. Adams, open net. Hills defense able to respond. And let's see what the officials call. Looks like a corner. 8 minutes to go. Third corner of this game. No goals have come from them. They've both just been over everybody's head, and it looks like it will be Sam Coase to take instead of Nico Dowell, who took the first 2. Same kind of situation to the back of the box. Westwood still trying to make it dangerous. Oh, it's right in the middle of the box and just past Adams. 2-0 Cardinal lead.
Two goals now in the past 6 minutes for the Cardinals. Hills defense falling apart.
Trying to see who scored that. I believe it's a number 9, but we do not have a 9 on our roster, so that'll go down as the mystery player. But it is still a 2-0 Westwood lead, now with just about 8 minutes to go in the first half. Out of bounds there, Jude Thomas was there but did not touch it last. They'll rule Liam TC touched it last. And so here is a Hills throw. They'll be home against Mahwah on Tuesday, final home game and final league game. Then next Thursday, they'll be at Fort Lee to potentially end their season. Right now, they sit outside of the state playoffs. Westwood, meanwhile, firmly in the playoffs, trying to improve and get a home game. Right now, they're 9th. You need to be in the top 8 to get a home game in the first round. They'll go back home for a 3-game stretch to end the regular season. Saturday's the big one because after that, games don't change around your playoff position. They'll be home against White Marl. last league game next Tuesday against Riverdale, and then home against St. Joe's from up here in Montvale, the Catholic school over on Chestnut Ridge Road. That'll end Westwood's regular season on next Thursday. This is our last boys soccer broadcast of the season. Happy to have Yavuz Ozbek with me to take you through it. And Yavuz coming down now to 6 minutes remaining in this first half. It was a strong defensive effort from Hills, but Westwood's been able to find the cracks in it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like in the first 20 minutes, Hill's defense looked great. And then in these past 10, 15 minutes, the Westwood pressure has just been kept on mountain, and they summoned 2 goals from it. So let's see if Hills can cut into their lead with this sequence that they have going on here.
Calderon works it down to Vandenberg. Now Vandenberg needs to find a cross, and that one will ricochet its way out of bounds. Call will be for a Bronco throw after these changes. 5.5 minutes to go. And again, Hills really needing this win to continue their season outside the state playoffs by a wide margin. Need to be in the top 16. Right now they're 19th. We've got another whistle here. And it looks like Hills went before everybody was ready, so now we're all good. Throw comes in. Malachi Sandy towards it. Long shot from Shell. And a great diving save from Jimmy O'Brien.
We haven't seen much action from O'Brien today, but there he gets a little wake-up call.
Yeah, but when we have seen some stuff from O'Brien, he has been on it. Great goalkeeper, definitely a great player to watch for the Cardinals, with Teo Martinoski leaving after this season, trying to play some college ball. Free kick for Hills from the 35-yard line on the other side of the field. This will be Petru Angel with 4:20 remaining in the first half. Great kick over Malachi Sandy's head. Nassau trying to level a shot. It got blocked. Westwood tries to keep it in. It goes out and will end up, I believe, as a throw from right by the corner flag. Levy trying to get it into the box and make it dangerous. Balboni with the header there. Westwood with yet another defensive stand. It's Maynasono. Angel. And there is Con Noyen. Still Westwood, midfield, 3.5 to go until our break. Cardinals trying to add to a 2-0 lead. Great passing here to give them that chance. It's still dangerous. Long shot. Adams dives for it and is able to knock it off course. And they're lining up for a corner with 3 minutes to go. See, Hills has been in these kind of situations before this season, except it's been reversed. They've been up 2-0 at the half, then lost those leads. Sometimes they've gone on to win, sometimes they've gone on to lose. Let's see if they can reverse that sort of streak today. Westwood's header off the corner there is just wide of the net, and we have another Bronco goal kick. Contact there, good takeaway from Westwood.
Good defense for the Broncos, though.
Huge interception. Westwood responds with one of their own. Ooh, slide tackle there. Westwood gets it back. Still dangerous. Can they get across here? Just a little too weak, but I think this is going to go for a corner. 2 minutes now remain in the opening half here in Montvale.
Westwood looking for their 3rd goal. Let's see if Hills can toughen up on defense with 1:52 left.
Opener came from Liam Teesey. Second one scored just about 4 minutes after by our mystery number 9. That is not on the roster that Coach Scott Murphy generously provided us. Hills with good defense on that corner. Now it'll be a throw, and over goes TC. Again, using his arm. Trying to get this one off a bit more quickly. Under 90 seconds to go in our first 40-minute half. Dangerous. Westwood right in front of the net. Adams with a huge save again, and Westwood could not respond. Player right in there, I believe, Simon Maver.
Angel now looking to go quick. Just over a minute left.
He'll come down to 60 seconds to go. Sandy and Seamus Foley tripping over each other. Malachi Sandy trying to find somebody, but nobody down there. And Westwood with a takeaway. Nassau now 50 seconds to go. Luke Bonacore works it back to Maynasono on the defensive line. Hills trying for one last stand. Westwood takes it back. Here come the Cardinals trying to add to a 2-0 lead. They had good numbers. Maynasono said no to that. Still dangerous with a Westwood takeaway in the 18. Can they get across? Can they get a shot? Can the Hills defense stand tall and get some momentum into halftime? Westwood still dangerous, and a score! With 22 seconds remaining. And if I am not mistaken, I believe that jersey reads 17, so that would be Con Nguyen for his third goal of the season. How about that, you boos? 20 seconds. Hail Mary for Hills. That one will go over to the Westwood bench with 10. Balboni trying to work it quick, but I don't think there's enough time. And we're going to go to halftime with a 3-0 Westwood lead. Yavuz, the Hills defense was strong for the first 30 minutes, but the last 10 was all Westwood.
Yeah, it was. Westwood really kept on mounting the pressure on the Broncos. And, well, Matt, they snuck in 3 goals out of it. So let's see if Hills can mount a little bit of a comeback in the next 40 minutes.
So we go to halftime, a 3-0 Westwood lead here at the break. We thank you for joining us. Yavuz Osbeck, Matt Merlino, Aiden Berkowitz. We'll see you after the break here on PH Athletics.
Live back from Pascack Hills on an October night. It's the Westwood Cardinals at the Pascack Hills Broncos. Westwood is now up 3-0 against the Broncos after 3 late 15-minute goals.
Liam Teesey with the opener for the Cardinals, and the most recent one from Con Noyen. Another chance for Westwood here. Tyler Vandenberg defending it well for Hills. Matt Merlino with Yavuz Osbeck. And Yavuz, you're a soccer guy, so what'd you see in that first half?
I mean, in the first 20 minutes, I saw Hills' defense looking really strong. And then after that, it was just Westwood pressure after Westwood pressure. And after that, 3 quick goals. Now has Hills with a huge hole to dig out of. Basil Adams with the clearance and another goal. Wow. 4-0 Cardinals, just like that.
Second.
1 minute into the second half.
Second one from Con Noyen. And we have a 4-0 Westwood lead. So after such a promising start for Hills, things are getting a bit out of hand. Final look at the Broncos boys soccer unit this season on PH Athletics. Tomorrow I'll be in Hoboken for the last Hills football game of the season on our air as things stand right now. And next week it's a lot of volleyball. We'll have Volleyball Tuesday as they take on Westwood, final league game. And Wednesday, a special 5:30 start for the varsity game. Their Dig Pink fundraiser taking on Valley. That one should be fun to watch. Also Wednesday, Hills football with their final game of the season. They'll have a consolation against Fairlawn starting at 6, but we're trying to work some of the logistics out to try and get at least a stream for you. No commentary from me, unfortunately, but maybe one of the new kids can come along and get some more things done. That'll be Alex Friend, the junior. Friend trying to work it through one of the Westwood players' legs. Greg Sealer sees right through that. Now it's Nico Dowell. Dowell, good pass. Shot, great save again. Basil Adams has been on it all year, especially tonight. Here's the punt. And don't forget, next week, next Thursday, we're going to end our regular season coverage with Hills Girls Soccer. Their senior night, they'll be home against Fort Lee, while the boys will travel down towards the George Washington Bridge. Next Thursday, that'll be their final game of the regular season and perhaps of the season as a whole, because right now, as things stand, state playoffs are not looking good. It's out of bounds, and about 5 minutes into this second half, it's been a bit even with the chances, a little more even than the first half especially, but Westwood's defense has stood a lot stronger than Hills, especially after that early goal from Con Noyen of the Cardinals.
Hills looking to produce something now. Tremendous tackle by Navarro.
A little contact there as Matt Velez tried to get the offense going. Here's Luke Bonacore on a throw. Oh, contact there as Greg Sealer muscles a Hills player out of the way. Looks like a Westwood goal kick coming up. Just about 5 minutes have been played in the second half. We thank you for joining us on this Thursday night on PH Athletics, final live broadcast for Hills Boys Soccer this season. Coming in 2-12-1. Their only wins against Riverdale about over a month ago, and then Dumont last Wednesday, not yesterday, but the Wednesday before that. And right now the Westwood Cardinals with a 4-0 lead on Hills as they look for their third win in league play. One of those was a 5-1 win earlier this season at their place. And the middle third, Angel trying to work it.
Bad pass intercepted.
Liam Teesey trying to work it down. Adams comes out and will be able to pick this one up just in time.
Adams has been a busy goalie throughout the game, unlike O'Brien, who hasn't seen much action.
Adams has been busy throughout the year. Angel had it taken away from him. Nico Dowell. Good pass inside. TC blocked
Great
away
save
by Adams. Still dangerous, but Hills is able to get the defense back going. That's Bonacore. And there goes Vandenberg. Great takeaway from Westwood, but Vandenberg is able to get it right back. Cross inside, header there. And out at the Hills bench for a Bronco throw. Coming down to 30 minutes to go and 50 minutes played in this one. A 4-0 Westwood lead. It's been all Cardinals since about the halfway mark of the first half. Hills has just been unable to get anything going on offense. A chance here. Nassau goes backwards to Klinchik. And now a long shot from Matt Velez that just ends up with Jimmy O'Brien. Alex Friend to Vandenberg, and Vandenberg goes out wide to Shell and ends up back with Velez.
Constant pressure from the Cardinals' defense, not allowing Hills to find a breakthrough.
See if this Hills throw allows them to try and break through here. They get it into the box, and up comes O'Brien. Good awareness from the sophomore goalie. Out of bounds right there. Right at midfield. Here comes a Westwood throw. 32 minutes to go. Second half here. Great
One-on-one.
chance.
Blocked by Bonacore.
Yes, huge block from Luke Bonacore. Westwood still pressing. That's Avila. Tries to work it in, and out comes Vosel Adams with the save. Adams trying to go quickly now to Max Klinchik. Velez. Out wide, Elijah Chen. First time we've seen him tonight. He'll take this throw. Great throw from Chen. Got it down towards Shell. Here's a chance for Hills. Onside. Shot. Oh, just wide there from Logan Nassau. And a Westwood goal kick coming up. Down to 31 minutes remaining, just past the 8 o'clock hour. We thank you for joining us this Thursday night, on PH Athletics. Our last boys soccer game of the season. And right now, Westwood with a 4-0 lead.
That was one of the first real chances for Hills, but O'Brien was ready for it.
Out comes O'Brien. Great sliding save from the Westwood goalie. And with 30 minutes to go, the proverbial noose around Hills' neck starting to get a lot tighter, and it may get a lot tighter here, but Vasil Adams comes out and makes another save. Vandenberg goes out wide, tried to get it to Tom Pataris, but Westwood instead gets it off the turnover. Here is Velez, takeaway. Cardinals, Yanni Navarro tried to work it down. Now running back is Vandenberg trying to counterattack. It's Pataris going inside to Shell. Here's Vandenberg now trying to chip that one, and it goes off a Westwood player's back, and the Cardinals clear it up and out of bounds towards the Cardinals coach, Scott Murphy. In his 12th season, 85 wins with this Cardinals team. Hills, the legendary coach James Saltman, in his 18th season, just past 230 wins overall in his very large career. Spent his first 3 years at Verona High School and then joined Hills 18 years ago.
Adams there with another save.
Seen a lot of that tonight, thanks to a punishing Westwood attack that so far has scored 4 goals, and the Westwood defense has been able to keep Hills to 0. And it looks like Hills will have to wait another year to knock off Westwood in this sport, because the Broncos lost the opening matchup between these two, a 5-1 loss at Westwood's place earlier this season. Here goes O'Brien. Bonacore looks like he'll just let that go to Adams. Cool night here in Montvale, just under 50 degrees. It's been around that mark all day here as we're starting to get into that fall weather. Leaves changing colors and falling down. Means a couple of things. It means basketball season isn't too far away, but it also means we're coming down to the end of this fall season. With our final boys soccer broadcast today, the volleyball 2 regular season final games in Dig Pink next week against Valley. Last football game tomorrow for the regular season. And girls soccer will end our regular season next Thursday night, a week from tonight, with their senior night game against Fort Lee. We'll have all of that plus some state tournament volleyball, because it looks like the girls will be somewhere close to home. Right now, I believe they're in the top 4, so they should have 2 home games at least if they're able to win, and we'll be there for all of them here on PH Athletics, your home for all Hills sports from the fall, winter, and spring. Good clearance there from Bonacore. And another good play from Nguyen to get the takeaway. He's got 2 goals tonight. Nice pass there. Huge clearance coming from Shoya Maynasono. Out comes O'Brien. He makes a nice save. 26 minutes to go.
O'Brien's been seeing a lot more action than he was in the first half.
That's good news for Hills, but they're running out of time if they want to make this a game. Only about 25 minutes to go, and they're down 4 goals here. Klinchik there. Ooh, harsh contact. Down goes Sam Coe, and he's able to win a free kick. And Coe is down.
Looks like I got hit in the face.
We'll take a quick break while they deal with Sam Coe's. Back here, Sam Coe helped up to the sideline. Looks like he'll be okay. Free kick for Westwood to get us back underway.
Ferreira to take the free kick. Up in the air.
That was a good idea for Westwood. But Hills was able to defend it well. Shades of the early first half. Here comes Nguyen to give him some more trouble. Hills with the takeaway. Velez. Nice through ball down to Nassau. Nassau, a little trouble controlling it.
A miscommunication there. Costly
Yes.
mistake.
Very costly miscommunication. Angel near the Hills corner. Trying to do something with this. Now more Westwood attackers come down and are able to get the takeaway. Here
Westwood
go the
have
Cardinals.
numbers, but good defense.
Velez has it taken right back from him. Chance for Nguyen. Oh, it hit
hits the
the post
post,
and goes in. Con Nguyen. Hat trick for the junior. Had 2 goals all season, has 3 tonight. And folks, we are obligated to tell you now that it is a 5-goal lead for the Cardinals, that if it becomes 6 and we hit the 20 minutes to go mark, that's it. We're all done. That's the new mercy rule for this season in New Jersey high school soccer. But how about this kid, Con Nguyen, hat trick, a junior, coming down the stretch in this season.
Now has 5 goals on the year, the junior.
Nico Dowell, the 2 big guys for Westwood this season, Tristan Ferreira and Nico Dowell, have been quiet tonight, but stepping up in big ways have been Liam Teesey and the aforementioned Con Nguyen. $23 to go here. Looks like the Westwood defensive line will just work it back to Jimmy O'Brien. Velez there, gets it over to Jude Thomas, and now that's Bonacor. Back to Vandenberg, Thomas again. Trying for the through ball to Vandenberg, got deflected. And here go the Cardinals, looking for number 6. Pass there blocked, maybe a long shot. We'll never know. Blocked by Angel nonetheless. Here's Velez going out wide. 22.5 to go. Cross inside. It's a bit high. Cleared out. Another long shot from Velez there. Hill's able to take it back. Friend Thomas. Thomas to Shell. Here's Friend outside trying to get a shot off, but the Westwood defense collapsing on him. Looks like we'll get the first corner of the day for the Broncos.
Friend will take the... No, he won't.
No, I believe that is Jude Thomas, but I'm not sure. 21.5 minutes to go. And a save there from O'Brien. Heaves that one downfield. Bonacore comes over, but Westwood's able to take it back. This could be dangerous. They have numbers. Navarro out wide. TC looking for number 2.
Adams.
Great pass. We'll see if this one counts, though. I believe they're going to call it offside.
Ref has his hand up. Yep.
Tried to find Dole. Adams trying to get it going quickly. That goal will not count. Stays 5-0. Excuse me one moment.
Vandenberg. Looking across now. Fakes.
Another good save from Jimmy O'Brien.
Almost at the halfway mark of this second half. 2 goals scored by the Cardinals. Nothing so far for the Broncos. Let's see if they can change that.
Velez makes his way to midfield. And
Foul.
another foul called. Sam Coe draws it again back on after being hurt a little earlier this half. They work it down to Dowell. Dowell muscled out, but is still able to get the cross. Great save from Adams. Unbelievable.
Incredible instincts by the senior. Hill's looking to create something, but Westwood slows it down and regains possession.
Good pass. Dowell goes
Navarro
outside.
shoots.
That's in.
Wait. Is that in?
That's in, and that will do it. Game over. A walk-off goal from Yanni Navarro for his second of the season, and that ends it about 20 minutes prematurely. Our final score, a 6-0 Westwood Cardinal win against Pascack Hills. Our final boys soccer game of the season ends like that. We thank you for joining us throughout the season. For Aiden Berkowitz on the computer, Yavuz Osbeck joining me here in the booth. I'm Matt Merlino. So long from Hills. Tune in tomorrow night into Saturday morning. We'll have tape-delayed coverage of Hills football against Hoboken. And then next week, 2 volleyball games Tuesday, Wednesday, and girls soccer on Thursday. So long for now. See you next week here in Montville. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, go to hills.pascack.org/athletics.